Hello, and welcome back to Martin's Fishing Adventures. I've only just got here, so I've just got my rods out. Well, not out, but out of the bags. Ready to put the reels on and whatnot. I am down, Berryhead, again, trying for my eel. I've gone around a different mark of Berryhead because of the wind. The wind's not predicted to be in the direction it is, so it's coming from over the back kinda, so I'm getting blocked by the rock there. I don't know if you can see it, but around off the point there you see like a little point. That's why I normally fish for eels, because I never know how to land them here, but I've got a spot where I could possibly land them, hopefully. I've got my gaff with me, so I've got all my rigs, got everything I need in this box here. So I've got my weak link line for my rotten bottoms, which is £16, and my main line's £40. I've got beads, I've got clips, another type of clip, and all my rigs are made up in here. So they're all 10-0, single hooks, 10-0s on wire traces, and all my weights. That is all I need for my eeling. Also, what I've got for bait wise is cuttlefish. I've got 2 mackerel, because I've got hardly anything in the freezer, and 2 packets of sardines, which have about 3 sardines in. So, gonna give them a bash. The sardines I've never tried eeling with, so who knows. So I'm going to try with one rod cuttlefish and the other rod with fishy baits until I get low, because cuttlefish is quite a hard, like a hardy skin. So they're part of the squid family, but with like squid they're quite soft, but with cuttle they are a bit harder, a bit more like, I'm going to say, rubbery. Literally it's going to be flicking it out, because where I am on Berryhead, there's 2 points, but this point they got on the rocks, you can see where the anchors, where they used to anchor up, I would say, or chain up the boats, because this is an old quarry. The lime, it's an old limes quarry. So you might be able to see it, I'm not sure. There's a big anchoring point there for where the boats used to come up, and there's another one over there. So yeah, and there's not many mackerel bashes down here. There's about 3 on the platform where they actually used to dock the boats. So I'm only flicking it out because it's quite deep water here. I know there's big eels here. I've lost a big eel here, so I'm coming back for that big one and see we'll go from there. So I'm gonna get my reels on, get everything sorted, and I'll show you what I do for eeling, and then go from there. Bit gobbledygooch, but hey ho, I'm a bit dry mouth because I haven't walked that far with all the gear for a while, and it is quite heavy because you try and bring a load of weights with you because it's snagging up with the rotten bottom. So hopefully you only just lose the weight, not the hook link and all the other stuff. I think the tide's coming in. I haven't checked. I've just been keeping an eye on the weather because the weather's been pretty poor most of the morning, and what they forecast was downpour. Might get downpour, so I've got my waterproofs with me, and we'll see what happens with the weather. But we could be in for an eel or 2. Could be straps, could be bigger ones. It's one of them you don't know if you don't go. So I'm gonna sort my rods out, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, I've had to do a little dicking around because the wind blew over my tripod and I got nothing on them. No, nothing on them. I had my rods on the tripod, the wind blew the tripod over. I wasn't set up or anything, but now I've hopefully sorted that out. I've got a massive rock and put it on one of the legs, so hopefully that won't fall over. So what I was going to show you, don't know how well you'll see it, so I'll bring it a bit closer. I've got to be careful because the wind, my ugly mug. So I attach like shock leader, probably about 4 foot of it, So it's like a rubbing leader because of all the snags down there. And then what I do is I use my weight. There's a thin bit of line, about 16 pounds, whatever it was I said, to a clip, which I can just clip on and off as my rod and bottom. And then underneath that is my bead to a clip, and then to my hook length. So I've got a swivel, and then this is all wire trace, so it's about 2.5 foot of wire trace-ish, to a size 10-0 hook, with then that is a big juicy cuttlefish. So I'm going to flick this out and then set my other rod up, and hopefully the wind doesn't blow it over again, and hopefully get into some nice big eels. But it could be slow, it might be a small video, a short video, because of, as I'm eeling, it could be very slow. I might be a bit early for them. I know they are about here, there and everywhere, and you can get them constantly, but I'm after the big girls, because in eels, the females are bigger than the males. The males only get to about 10 pounds from what I read up and researched when I started eeling. So the big girls are the ones that get massive, apparently. Comment if you think I'm wrong or you know different. I know there's other people out there that will know if they watch my videos, but that's what I've researched, and that's how I think it is as well. But because I know from fish keeping, normally the females are bigger than the males, and so on and so on. So I'm going to get this one out, see what happens, see if I hold bottom, because it might be a bit, I don't know what the current's doing at the moment, so we'll see. And I'm going to check the tide times just to make sure I'm not going to be in deep poo-poo. Well, I won't be deep poo-poo, I can move because it's easy, but yeah. I'm waffling, so I'm going to get this one out and see what happens. And if you don't go, you don't know. Oh, little update. Nothing's around. I had a nice chat with some couple that are down on holiday. He's from Essex, and he said the fishing can be good up there apart from winter and dies off. And I said we get all right fishing down here, to be fair, all year round if you think about it. Winter, got your whiting and your pout, which is just in a way pest fish, but it can be good fun if you target them with the right gear. Got your eels, got your rays, got all sorts, spurred dogs, all sorts in the winter, and then in the summer we got all sorts again. So yeah, nothing's really happening. I'm going to check the cuttlefish bait, see how that's looking. I've already changed the sardine over to mackerel. The wind's dropping out, which is nice, it's more comfortable, but I have gone a bit nip, so I put the bottoms on. So yeah, we are coming up literally probably about 10 to 15 minutes-ish till high tide. Let's see what happens. Hopefully a big berth will come out. But I don't think I've seen much until it gets dark. Especially eeling. I know you can in certain places you can get them during the day, but who knows? You don't know if you don't go. And I'm giving it a bash. Won't be long until the light starts fading, which will probably be in about half an hour. Don't even know what the time is yet at the moment. So if it's nearly 6:30, so half an hour, 7 o'clock, yeah, 7. Yeah, I reckon about half an hour to 45 minutes, I reckon it'll be dark. So the lights will have to come out and go from there. So yeah, I'm going to check these baits, bet, and possibly change it over to fresh. And I keep that one to one side, and probably beef it up with a bit of a sardine or whatever, see how bad it is. Hi everyone. I'll bring it back because I'm getting interest on my right rod. Keep having a little probably be straps, but I am getting interest. Probably ain't going to do nothing now. I've put the camera on. I'm going to let it develop. Hopefully, a big one will be there. Because I have noticed sometimes the big ones can be so finicky. They'd be like just gentle taps, not erratic like this one is. So big eels will either slam you over, or they'll be very, very finicky. That I've noticed when I've been out eeling. It's like when I lost my big eel, that was just a gentle tap, gentle pull, and then there's, I don't know if you saw it, but there's tappy tap there. Yeah, and I lifted up the rod, get ready to feel the next like tap, and just hold the rod to feel, because you can feel it. Some of you understand what I'm on about. If you don't fish, I'm not great at explaining things, but I do it as best as I can. But when you hold the rod, you can feel it, all the energy through the rod with a bite. And I was waiting for that, and it just went straight over. So with eels, sometimes it's worth just sitting and waiting, and basically like ray fishing, sometimes you have to sit on your hands. Don't be too keen because you'll miss them. But I am using 10-0 hooks. There we go, tappy tap there. Could also be dogfish, to be fair. Pecking away at the bait. But it's not very often, it's just I get a boom and then it'll stop it for a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on this rod. Hopefully, just hopefully, something will turn up and go from there. Yo, nothing's happened. I'm not even getting knocks from straps. So it's a nice clear night. It is crystal clear. See all the stars. The weather's completely dropped out. It's nice. But I think I'm going to call it a night. Not even I had a tap earlier and that was it. Not had anything since. So I'm going to slowly pack up. If I do get anything, because I'm going to leave one rod out, pack up, and then I'll whatnot. But if I do get anything, I will show you. But yeah, it's been pretty pants tonight. But I'm cooking dinner tomorrow. I'm making my own famous banana bread. I love it. So I'm going to reel one in, strip that down, put it away, and go home. And walk back up the old hill. So this is Marlin's Fishing Adventures. If you don't go, you don't know. Thank you for watching. Sorry it's been a blank, but it's fishing, not catching. And don't know where I'll be next week. I'm not sure if I might work on Sunday morning. Bit of overtime. So I'm not sure. I'm going to keep an eye on the weather as well, because that plays a part of where I fish. Try and get out some of the elements. But you never know. Could be down Slapton Sands. Might be back down here. Might even be back up Cheddle. I don't know. I just got to keep an eye on that weather forecast and see what's going on. Because that's 7 days until then. But yeah, stay safe, especially on rock marks. Watch your tide. Keep an eye on tide times and whatnot. And the wind, swells, and all that jazz. Because you go in that drink, that is it. Especially off Berry Head. because when the tide rips, it rips. You'll be around the headlands before you know it. And sometimes you come down here, and I have come down here, and I can't hold bottom with a 6 to 8 ounce lead. So yeah, be safe when you get out, go out, because you never know. I might one day bump into you on a beach, so or rock mark. Might be out tomorrow, so as well for a little bit with the missus, LRFing or squid jigging. I'm not sure yet. Depends on how she's feeling, because she asked about going lure fishing tomorrow, because she's been watching a lot of the LRF stuff again. So I might end up going out, might even record, I'm not sure. So I'll go home, put all this lot on charge, and yeah, go from there. So stay safe, tight lines, and if you don't go, you don't know. This is Mountains Fishing Adventures, and I'll see you soon on a beach near you. Who knows?